quick, I've got to make this video before I sleep on it. There's nothing worse for a angry rant than sleeping on something and thinking better of it the next day or something. So here we go. I'm going to talk about Metallica. And I've absolutely been turned off Metallica, and I'll tell you why. Now, Metallica are a great band. Liked them for years and years, since the 1980s. Every time I want to hear some good music, heavy metal, I'll listen to their 80s stuff. Now, for Metallica, you know, unlike all the people who complain and leave comments, negative comments on YouTube videos, I've been okay with everything Metallica's done up until now. They want to change their musical styles, that's fine. I like variation, I can respect their variation. Like, for example, one reason I like Alice Cooper so much is just his variation in music, ballads and so forth. They want to cut their hair, get a haircut, that's fine. They want a haircut. Kirk Hammett wants to wear eyeliner, fine, I can handle that. That's a phase he went through, stuff like that. Now, and of course the music, different sorts of music, fine. Now lately I've been watching YouTube videos, you know, you tend to binge watch different groups and music and so forth. You know, Metallica released their Hardwired album, pretty good, still not up there with the 80s I don't think, but not bad. I've been watching lots of YouTube videos of their tour, their Hardwired tour. Really good shows, great live band and so forth. And then you might watch a few videos about, you know, behind the scenes, the guitar techs talking about the rigs and so forth, interesting. Then suddenly I came across a video that was a behind the scenes look at the Hardwired tour. Okay, the first person they interviewed was their set designer. And I thought, a set designer? Okay, I can handle that. I put up with that. They got some high-priced, you know, set designer to, you know, design some set where the interaction between the band and the audience is, you know, all this sort of crap and the cubes coming down, all this sort of shit. Okay, can't you just have a stage and play your music? I mean, you know, but okay, I handled that. The next person they interviewed was their sound engineer, this big Mick or something, you know, the guy who mixes the sound, really interesting, okay, behind the scenes, mixing sound and so forth. The next person they interviewed was their chef. Now, this is what I'm going to rant about. And this is why I've lost all respect for Metallica. Metallica, you're a bunch of arrogant, stuck-up, wussy, puffy, fucking pussy, whatever, arrogant, stuck-up, elitist pricks. With, you know, you need to deflate your heads and get back down on the ground with your fan base. You're an absolute fucking joke. And I'm sure it's mainly James and Lars. Kirk is a left-wing crybaby, anti-Trump sort of, that's a whole other story, but I can handle that. Robert, at least I thought, Robert looks like an ordinary guy who might eat pizza or something. Now, they got this fucking personal chef. You know, one of these bloody puffy sort of chef, you know, sourcing all the local produce for Metallica to make all these fancy menus and all this fucking, some elitist bloody bullshit menus, and this puffy sort of fucking chef to make all their, you know, I learned from this fucking chef that Metallica eat burgers every now and then. Fancy that, Metallica eat burgers, but they're going to be protein burgers with avocado, and James is going to have a special mix thing for his throat and all this sort of healthy stuff he sources from local farms and shit. I'm thinking, what the fuck is this bullshit, Metallica? What the fuck is it? What am I going to do? Am I supposed to vomit the swill that I've been eating for the past 47 years of my life because I'm not some stuck-up, arrogant, fucking multi-millionaire musician who can hire some puffy fucking chef to make all this fancy avocado protein burgers? What the fuck's going on here? Now, I don't know what's going on. I've lost all respect for Metallica. You're a fucking joke. You're a bunch of arrogant, big-headed, elitist, wussy fucking puffy bloody dickheads. That's as far as I'm concerned. And I've lost all respect for you because of this fucking chef. Order a fucking pizza or burgers or something. It's an absolute joke. Absolute joke. And for us poor sods, you know, who aren't multi-millionaire musicians, living the high life, living the elitist high life like these Metallica musicians are. People handing over their hard-earned money to these elitist snobs, arrogant snobs. You know, I can't afford some personal chef making me protein vegan burgers and shit. Yeah, veganism was mentioned in the same breath as Metallica. Because veganism is a whole movement. This chef was saying how it started in 2007, 2008 when I started working with Metallica, this whole veganism movement. Veganism movement. Avocado burgers and protein burgers and shakes and all this fucking shit. It's an absolute joke. It made me sick. It made me sick to the stomach to see this video. And I had to stop watching the video when it got to the chef part. Absolute joke, Metallica. You're a bunch of elitist, stuck-up, fucking big-headed, super elitist, wussy, puffy fucking dickheads. Kick out the chef, eat normal food, get with your fans. It's an absolute fucking joke. And that's my rant against Metallica. You're an absolute joke.